Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Pamela and this is Pamela World. In today's video, I'm leaving Japan for Singapore. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a return subscriber, thank you for coming back. And do all to stay tuned as I edit my Singapore vlogs. This time, I'm leaving from Kansai International Airport to Singapore. Singapore. Ceci did her thing song. God. Don't forget to fill your arrival and departure time. You would always need it if you are coming back. Re-entry, make sure you always find this. Checking down, immigration checks to done. No. So this time I have to pick a shuttle and it comes every 2 to 6 minutes. Okay. After I took the shuttle, it was already time for boarding, so we got right to that. It took us about 6 hours to get to Singapore, and as I mentioned in my first video on Singapore, I went by Scoot Airlines. Growing up in my local church, Berean Assemblies of God, we had a pastor, Reverend Florence Vidadri, who told us so much about Singapore, especially of how neat it was. And after coming to Japan and seeing the neatness, I wanted to see Singapore for myself. We got here after 6 hours, and the first mistake I know I did was arriving at 9. I would never recommend anyone to get to Singapore at 9 because you're going to a new place for the very first time. It's better to go during the day and you navigate better. I went through immigration and they asked me for just 3 things: my SG arrival card, my passport, and my hotel reservation. Yokoso! Okay, I think no pictures are allowed beyond this point. Bye. To come to immigration and turn in your SG pass. Okay. Way out is where we are going because we need to get out of here. Although I got here late, I was really excited, but I was so famished. So we need to change some dollars to Singaporean dollars. Yep. So let's go and look for the exchange rate.
US dollar 100, right? Singapore dollar 131.20. Over 27, 29, 31, 20.
Okay, thank you. One trick I usually use when I go to a new country is the first food I eat should be something I already know. So I got McDonald's, and just like in Tokyo, they were using tablets to order. And I have Singaporean dollars.
Yeah.
$6. Okay, so I'll give you $9.
Alright, $9.
Thank you.
Alright.
Bye. Although the MRTs in Singapore work until 12 midnight, I decided to get a taxi to the hotel because I had luggage and they cost a leg and an arm. Try to download the Grab app and come during the day so you don't have to pay so much for taxi. At 9, you pay almost double for the taxi because they have a 9 charge and a normal charge all added together.
You mean the...
Yeah, the price. And it's still loading.
It's still running. Yeah, it's still running.
The icing on the cake was that I was not having this trip alone. I was meeting Rosa, and she came all the way from the UK so we could have this trip together. We were too tired to do anything as I got home after midnight, so the next day we decided to go for breakfast. We had breakfast in the hotel and that cost about 20 Singaporean dollars. All you had to do was pay at the reception and you get a ticket to come if you didn't pay for it as part of your hotel reservation. And we chose not to pay because we knew there were some days we like to try other foods in town. Let me show you some of the foods they had available. In my opinion, it was a mixture of Asian food, but it tasted really good. They had bacon, sausages, pancakes, rice, noodles, and they also had fruits, vegetables, and they had a drink section where you could choose any drink you wanted: tea, water, coffee, fresh juice. I'm sure you saw my hair at the beginning of this video and you were wondering if that was the hair I was taking for vacation. Well, good news is Rosa is a braider just like myself, so we planned this trip very well and I got extensions for her to braid. We started in the evening, but I was too tired, so we had to continue the next day, which was actually my birthday. I spent the most part of the day at home braiding my hair, and that was Rosa doing the feeding braids. Yes, we did the knotless braids. Rosa braids in the UK, Rugby to be specific. So if you find yourself anywhere around Rugby, please contact her. She's on Instagram. He's gonna fulfill. On this day, it rained a lot, and I was just praying our trip does not become an indoor trip, because we were wondering if we could still go out this night since it was my birthday. Later on, I'll give you a tour of the hotel and possibly a tour of our room as well. We had a good chat as well since we had been planning this trip for a little over 5 months, and it's been 4 years since we last met, so I was so glad I could finally meet her again after so many years. After the hair was done, I had to prepare and shoot a very important video for school. We still went out, and I'll give you details of it in my next video. Thank you for watching.